Alrighty guys, how's it going? Are you scared today to look at the memory stock in the decline? Micron, oh no, continuing down, what to do? Well, let's talk about all of that in this video. We'll also take a look at Sandisk, SK Hynix, Seagate, Nvidia. Nvidia doing quite a big gap down as well, but pretty much all the stocks are in the gap down today. But most importantly, AMD, oh no, breaking its zone that it regained, all that good stuff. Let's jump right into it. Once I also let you know, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. Now, as we go through this list, there are some that has definitely broken down their structure, but some of them are just fine. So is Micron one of those? And the answer is, so far, yes, Micron is just fine. But it's all about position management, the risk management, trading with the price action. And so let's jump onto the hourly interval right away. If you have seen my yesterday's video, I talked about this very possibility that we will see a momentum escape if we start to lose $982 area, this significant level. Mark down my tools all automatically for you. Get access to my tools from the description of this video. Now, we lost it and we came down to the significant level below. That's where we are trying to bounce right now. That's why these levels, as I say, are so important to trade with. I mentioned below 982, we will lose a momentum, however, which will be a part of a multi-day weakness. However, overall structure until 930 area is still technically fine. It's technically a zone, $930 to $903. Until here, Micron overall, it's not bearish. And as you can see, we're bouncing off right off of that. It's a bounce right now. Overall, we are not bearish. Multi-day, yes, we have got into the weakness. We have lost a significant level of the momentum, and thus near term, we are in the overall pullback on Micron, but we are not overall bearish. And that's why these levels are there for you to manage the position, size in and out, and all that good stuff. Now, where will I be worried on Micron? That will be below 903. Okay, 930 to 903, but 903 is the bottom part of that. Only below that I will be worried overall. Until then, it's just a pullback on Micron for me. So nothing that I'm worried here. I'm not worried here actually. So, but there's a room that, things may a little bit go sideways as well, because we are in the multi-day weakness now. It will take a while for the momentum to regain its strength whenever that comes. But before that even happens, we got to make sure we continue to hold these zones that I just mentioned. All right. So far we are seeing a bounce there. So it's still but a part of a pullback that we are seeing right now. All right, let's jump on to a Sandisk. Very similar scenario. Sandisk is not even like a stronger pullback, guys. If you're getting worried about this thing, bit of a red candle today, you are just in the wrong game. Trading is not for you then. All right. So the point is that today is just even a very little pullback right now. Let's get to the hourly interval. All right. So we lost a level below, almost 1700. Yes, below that we have a loss of momentum, and we are testing a very closer to the level below, that is 1600. But overall we are not bearish, just a part of a pullback. Sandisk will be fine even until 1500, as I have told you previously. But yes, losing unless we regain 1700 above again, below that we will remain in this weakness. Excuse me. All right, that is a multi-day weakness though, but overall we are not bearish. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's move on to SK Hynix. SK Hynix has a bigger drawdown today. Overall still bullish until 150. Okay, nothing to worry until there. But yes, we are losing a momentum. We are in a pullback mode, multi-day weakness. So losing levels like 173 and also unfortunately losing 162 doesn't help. But overall we are fine until 151. But yeah, it is a part of a multi-day weakness, part of a pullback in the price action. You have to manage the positions in these pullbacks to reduce your risk. That's otherwise, because even though it's not overall bearish until now, but first leg of the weakness is there. It doesn't have, I'm not saying that, oh, it's going to turn bearish or it's not going to turn bearish. No, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm telling you that until their structure is fine, that's what you have to use to size manage your position. Okay? Sit with that thought for a while. Think about it, what I just said. And if still that doesn't make sense, you can join on my Patreon. Tailor-made course just for you to explain these very trading principles on how to trade, how to manage position, how to read the price action and accordingly manage the position. Check out my tailor-made courses on Patreon. Just send us an email after buying it and tailor-made course will be ready for you in no time. Alrighty. Because if you're not trading with the principles of trading, the proper concepts, position management, risk management, you're going nowhere, all right, in trading. All right, so anyways, let's move on to Seagate. So Seagate did lose a zone of a support, $930. But it doesn't look, yes, I gave that zone, but it doesn't mean it's the end of the day, end of the world for Seagate. No, it still has a lot of room to still stabilize here. For me, it's either just gonna crawl sideways or slowly crawl up. This just doesn't make sense to be bearish. For me, for this thing to be bearish, like let's get to the weekly interval. I want to see it lose. I mean, it's just too far away, guys, too far away. Like $800 would be the zone right now, below which I would a little bit start to get worried, but excuse me. But that's the same point, that until there I'm not worried. That means I can tolerate bigger drawdowns as per my position sizing, and below that, yes, gotta size down, get out or whatnot. That's why in the extensions also take partial profits, and when the multi-day weakness begins, start sizing down your position more. And that's pretty much what the case is here on Seagate. We did lose a momentum zones, that is 970, significant level loss, and then a zone below as well we are losing. However, 886 is still fine, that significant level. Until there, we have a room to still stabilize, but keep watching that zone, okay? If we lose that, then yes, you gotta start sizing down more. But again, as I said, I really don't expect that this thing is gonna collapse. It's still gonna get absorbed here and slowly crawl its way back up. Nvidia, let's get to the hourly interval right away, because the level that I told you this was the zone, 224. Above that, we are fine. Below that, we will lose the momentum, thus triggering the pullback. Having said that, it's just a pullback, guys. Look, if you got scared by seeing a red day today across the market, I'm telling you, trading stock market is not for you. I'm not saying that every red day is not a bad day. No, there are red days that you have to be worried about, that the price action is really bearish. But price action here is not bearish overall yet. We were just extended, and in the pullbacks also we are still holding overall bullish structures on the majority of the stocks still. All right, so overall Nvidia is still fine until 214. Is technically a pullback that you are seeing today. AMD on the other hand, though, it's not overall bearish. Let me put that first right there. Let's get rid of this trend line though. We did lose 500, unfortunately. And that's where look, you don't have to trade AMD just because it's AMD. It's a mature stock. We have made 700% plus gains on this from the time I made my very first call out on AMD back when no one was talking about AMD, $75. You can see blue box is still there. I told my members about it, right? That's the place to buy, and we bought a lot of it and we made a lot of money. Right now, AMD is not a great trade, okay? So, and it's a mature company at this point, and so you can expect things to stay choppy sideways or slowly crawl up or crawl down. The point is that you have to choose what type of a trade you want to take on this. Swing on AMD is not really, you can still do it if you like. You can carry multi-day into swing as long as price action holds. But doing a swing here starting a swing here is like, okay, well, why are you doing it, right? If you have a long-term position running, then consider sizing down slowly and slowly as if we lose these levels. The point is that 500 below is not that really good. 500 below, it's not tradable to the upside. All right, so yeah, Let's move on to ARM. Okay, so ARM finally did the break of the structure. Yes, ARM is the one that today's red candle should be worrying you if you have a position in ARM, which you should not by now, because we did lose that zone that I have been telling you below. This is a break of structure, 268. What does that mean? When I tell you a below that zone is a break of structure overall, it means hard stop loss has to be right over there. 268 below it's a broken structure. Unfortunately, at this point, it's no longer in an uptrend, guys. I'm not sorry to break this news for you, because this is what trading is about. Understanding the price action, trading with the price action, and managing the position based off the price action. We don't move the market. We place our bets with the probabilities and the risk management all there and let the position do its thing. And in this case, ARM has broken to the downside, and thus it is negative. Right now, it's no longer in a good play either, because the short is going to be troublesome in my opinion. It's mostly going to chop you around. Anyways, ARM is no longer in a tradable position right now. Intel also is doing not unthinkable, because nothing in the market is unthinkable. It's all about price action. The thing is that unfortunately, the way it's coming down, 95 we lose, it's broken overall. We then continuing lower, this near term of upside is over then, right? So that's the whole point. So I know I didn't tell about multi-day zones or multi-day weakness part on this, guys, but hey, you gotta get my tools. Everything is right in front of you. You don't have to wait on for my videos. I'm not going to go for every stock in my videos and tell you multi-day, day trade, overall structure. No, I'm here to make you understand the concepts. I'm here to make you understand what the market is doing, right? But in the real-time decisions, you need my tools for that. All right, get my tools in the description of this video. So yes, on Intel, multi-day structure broke at 102. How so? Why is that multi-day structure? I told you this concept multiple times. Let me explain you once more. This was the recent trends gained significant level in an uptrend. We tested the significant level above, and the prior one that we lose after testing a significant level closer, that is the beginning of multi-day weakness, and vice versa, based on the the price action, right? Anyways, 95 is an overall structural area that, as if we lose, kaboom, okay, then we are looking again like 81 or so forth. But again, it hasn't lost that yet, but hey, you gotta already be in the position management mode on Intel if you have a position there. Marvel, a little bit be careful on Marvel. It's not overall bearish yet, okay, but very similar situation like Intel that is playing out on Marvel also. You don't want to see that the day close below $215, okay? And tomorrow you want to see it back above 222, 223 to 222, then we are fine. If you start to see close below and it start to go below 215, manage the position, start managing the position there. CBRS not really doing much, but it's, it's just like, hey, 160 above we have a position. I don't even want to talk about it daily actually here in the video, and that would be the case. I won't be talking CBRS every day because it's the same thing, right? 160 above, we are in the position at 160, still in the bullish profitable position for us, but below that is the stop loss. When the thing just goes sideways like that, you can definitely risk manage, size down some position if you see one day green, another day red, and all that stuff, especially when it's struggling to make new highs, right? Especially the day like today. So that's pretty much what it would be. Alrighty guys, well, that's pretty much what I had for you. Micron bounce is still going strong here, looking good at our zone. So Micron, Sandisk are not broken, so is Seagate, so is SK Hynix. These are not broken. Nvidia is also not broken. AMD is where it's really not gonna give good plays right now. ARM is broken. Intel is about to break. Marvel is also very close to breaking. So accordingly manage the risk, but that's how the market is looking like. But majority of the things I'm not too worried as of yet, especially the big kahunas like Micron, Sandisk, and SK Hynix, Seagate. Alrighty, that's all I had for you in this video, and with that, we'll see you in the next videos, guys. Take care, bye.